Hello friends, I'm Big Stupid Grin. Welcome back to our playthrough of Star Traders Frontiers, playing a military officer on hard difficulty. It's been a while. Glad to be back. Last week I had finals and we also did some traveling after that, or in the middle of that, which is a little stressful, but that is perfectly okay. Got to see a baseball game in person, that's always fun. Anyways, let's load in and get started. As we left off, we had a big purchase to ponder. Don't worry about this. I'm keeping my officer's level or talent choice reserved for when we are when he has another job level. So that is on purpose. But let's go ahead and upgrade our ship. I've decided that I'm going to replace the Ares missile system. It costs 3 RP to fire. Even though it hits pretty hard and it is our preferred range, we figured out that we could fire 4 weapons at once, and that's a little bit more efficient than this big hitter. So I'm going to go ahead and replace that with a fuel tank. Fuel is one of those not great things about the ship. It doesn't have great fuel economy. It is a bigger ship after all. And this component, reinforced fuel tank, which is exclusive to Clan Alta Mesa, will give us some extra armor, some extra skill pools with the piloting, electronics, and ship ops, so that is all good. That'll let us be more picky about fuel prices, and it shouldn't remove too much of our offensive capabilities. I almost thought about replacing this deflector array, but I'm just not comfortable with losing the extra shielding. Hopefully in the future we can upgrade maybe our cargo hold a little bit if we can. Of course, these components too, the hull plating and the deflector array, as well as we need a better weapons locker eventually, a 5 at the very least. And we can always upgrade stuff like the weapons. Of course, in this game, and something I don't know a whole lot about, is when do you go from upgrading your ship to building, buying a new ship. So we'll just have to play that by ear. Anyways, we have a lot of buttons to push here. We can pay wages. We learned rigidly lawful trade. I'm not sure if that's very good for us. We need to heal a bunch of people. We'll spice one of them. Refilling at a B- might be okay. It just depends on the conditions we have. The other zones that are close to us is what I'm trying to say here. Do we have a good mission from this military commander? Let's go ahead and promote so we can get better payouts for what we want to do here. So let's see. This is more blockading. We don't have a ton of blockading talents just yet, although we can certainly fight if we need to. So that's not awful. I know I've been avoiding these blockading talents, so not sure. And then this is just, this is a crew fight, which I don't want to do. Let's see what this mission is. Roving Corsair. And that's going to be another blockading mission. Okay. Not sure if we want to do this. It's been a while since I've played, and I don't want to take a mission that's going to just immediately end the run, you know what I mean? And we have some stuff to sell here. Not here, I don't believe. No, but it's going to be in this orbital station. And this has better fuel. B+, we're going to bookmark that. Yes, so that's a big savings. We could sell our refined Cambrionite here. And because we're going to do something a little bit cheeky, we're going to buy some water purifiers and sell that at our farming zone for an easy profit. Not a whole lot of them, but it's better than nothing, I suppose. We can also buy things like electronic components. Let's see. I don't believe they want any. But you can find usually find somewhere that wants these things, but maybe not. Maybe not at the moment. Oh well. What else do they sell? Terraforming components. Let's see if anybody wants terraforming components really fast here. It's not going to be an orbital station for sure. We haven't been there. Terraforming components. They want electronic components, which is something we can buy from here as well. And they buy clothing. And they're only 26 AU away from us, so clothes, electronic components. We got these. I guess they're not that great as far as prices go. So I don't know. I'll think about it. Maybe we should go looking for missions instead. Looking at leveling. So Nathaniel here, we are holding him until he gets a job level. But our soldier here, burst fire, we can go. Covering fire isn't too bad. We could have taken ferocious crossfire, but it looks like our other soldier has that, so that is perfectly okay. Let's go ahead and sell our water purifiers super fast here. Not a big deal. You might have noticed that we are understaffed by electronics. That's because we gained those ship pool with our upgrade here. Adds +2 electronics. So we are just below what we want as far as electronic skills. We'll level up into that eventually. Our gunnery is way over the top, but that's just because we have gunnery talents that we want to use. And taking a look at our card games here. We have a couple of fights. That's not horrible. We could fight a smuggler or a merchant ship. That would be decent for money. I don't know. I almost want to take the blockading mission. Just to see how well we do, but I'm not sure if that's going to lead to crew combat, which I'm not confident in at all. Not until we get that A5 weapons locker, so maybe not. I'm going to replace this with an easier fight. Alright, smuggler ship. Clan Zenrin. We are pretty much better than them. It's pretty close. We have an accuracy edge, which is good. But if things go badly, our escapability isn't great. Our engine isn't great. Boarding isn't great. There's a lot of things that aren't great, so maybe not. Alright. Let's just go ahead and find some missions, shall we? So, we have a salvage broker. They're 5 AV away, so maybe we can find something good there. We could probably sell something to them too. I think we're still considered and landed at that orbital zone. So, what do they want? We can sell them medicine. 5 units, oh boy. Well, that was not, that's not super exciting, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah, it's barely worth the clicks, I suppose. Trade permits are good. We don't have the rep with them. Oh, I guess he can't even do it. He's not good enough. Yeah, we have a ton of rep with him, but he can't do that for us. Okay. Fettered Saboteur. Spies. That should be okay. It's also 16 AU. So that's not going to be too hard to do. Let's see where we need to go with this. Alright, waypoint. Going to refinery. I don't think farming really sells to refinery zones very much. They're looking for... Yeah. Edible plants. Sure, we can buy them some edible plants. Fantastic. Yeah, blockading stuff doesn't look too good there. We're not gonna worry about it. Let's check the patrol game super fast. Enemy spy. A bunch of pirate fights that I don't really want. Plus fuel. Got that sorted. So we have an uphill bribe. We don't have any skill saves for these. We could just delay in starport and pay some money. So that's what I'll end up doing. And then we'll go right back. Alright, so military officer. Let's see what we can get at talent rank 8. I like the ship talent here. Alright, and then one of our E-techs. Go ahead and take the salvaging talent there. Another salvaging right there. Anything else? Nope. Okay. And as far as trades here, seeing maybe Ursula. Oh, we need to sell them first. There we go. All right, so Cadmiumite crystals are a pretty safe buy. So is refined Ursulite. I'll go ahead and buy that and hope to sell that off relatively soon. Patrol here, we have, again, 2 pirates that don't really feel like fighting right now. Let's go ahead and turn this in. And then we'll just take another bribe. I suppose there was a saving talent. I didn't check fast enough. Oh well. And yeah, they're never gonna have that. Artful Jumper. That seems fine. That'll take advantage of our passenger cabin. Luxury passenger cabin, I'll have you know. They don't want this. We need industrial, orbital, high-tech zones. Let's check out where we need to go here. We have orbital here, and we have some good fuel as well. Let's go ahead and stop off. That's still a decent profit. And then, yeah, we'll probably just keep going here. Explorer ship, rep 20, so we could take this fight. Ship report, kind of the same thing here. We have an accuracy edge. Not going to worry about boarding. I know it's also an explorer, not a smuggler or a merchant. We'll take a juicier fight later. We could also take a chance. Look at this. Yeah, weapons dealer. Not sure if we have the rep to do anything with them, but I'll consider that later. All right, and this is Steel Song's main quadrant, if I'm correct with that. We have indie mining. That's someplace we need to consider selling some goods without worrying about trade law. Can you do anything fun with spying? Or patrolling, rather. That's pretty good. Military ship, we can stiff salute that. Otherwise, the other things aren't that big of a deal. All right, so we gained 10 rep with Steel Song. We lost 4 rep with Cedar or Cater Syndicate. We're running low on fuel, but we're okay. We can do this. Maybe we can get a new contact. All right, so a Steel Song Chasen, a doctor living on Centurion Peak in the Dagon's Run. Not sure how far away that is. Let's take a look. 3 jumps away. So maybe we're able to use them, maybe not. And let's just move on, I think. 8+ fuel, makes sense. Repairing. Yeah, probably need to repair our torpedoes there. Pay everybody. Artful Jumper. A daring disguise. Looks like we're horrible at that. We will wait over Spice Beer. Awesome. Now we need to go back home, basically. But while we're here, 15 reps, 0 danger. We might as well take a look at what we can get as far as trade goods go. Hypercorp Navigator. Anything cool here? We have carbonite crystals, more refined ursulite. We have that mining zone. I don't think we've explored it yet. We have. Not that we can buy anything too crazy from this refinery, as we don't have, much of a established reputation or trade permits from them. We can buy ursulite ore and cambrionite, which is probably the best stuff we can get. I know we can make some trades, get some patrolling done, build our reputation with them. That would be a good idea. How long do we have on this mission? We have 2 years. The only way this would go badly is if we ran into too many Steel Song ships, which is a thing we need to worry about at least a little bit. We don't have the permit for that. We can go for refined ursulite, I think. This says 5 trade loss. I know it says high, but that's very, very low. That means we can sell a lot of goods there that we may normally not be able to. So we need to find an industrial zone for this. Let's go ahead and check Y6 here, or Y6. Captain, this woman demands to speak with you about a business offers. Talking, that's hard. Yeah. Prospector. This is a mission you're always going to run into. I don't remember if I've done this before. I think this is about exploring, which we're not great at yet. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to... Yeah, I'm not going to worry about this. Nope. No, thank you. A- fuel. Nice little chunk of change from that transaction. What can we buy from here? Clothing is always easy to unload. And that's what I'll buy. Clothing is something you could pretty much buy without thinking about it, like I just did. We can replace this ship encounter with influence conflict. Abandoned orbital over Hadley's Hope. Okay, so that's salvaging. That could be good if we are near it. We are 6 jumps away from it, so never mind. It's a problem with all these rumors and contacts. It's great. It's one of the best things you can do is finding either of those things, but they could also be very, very far away, and I don't feel like playing with that set of cards. We'll go ahead and let's just explore the zone for a little bit of time. Bounty Hunter, we can just retreat. We haven't ticked them off. 9 at the danger level, however. And reputation bonus. We can try to go for that. Didn't get it, but 10+ fuel and turns isn't the worst thing in the world. Death among crew. Bounty Hunter ship, we can get rid of that. 49 units of fuel, very nice. And I think I will call it there. I do not want clothing. We'll have to keep moving then. We can go to this luxury population zone. Let's try that. We could also land here if we haven't gotten their info yet. We have it. So we'll just stop by here super fast. We have somebody to level up here. We have our doctor. So let's see if we want to keep going with doctor or not. Level 8 talents. We have a mutiny talent. Medical rating exceeds zone's economy rating. That's good if we had a medical bay, which I don't believe we have. We do not. That is a nice way to build reputation, though. If you have a medical bay, you can just take that talent. I guess we can keep going with Doctor, get her up to level 11, grab this. Yeah, both of these talents are okay. But on the level 5 side, we finally have I think we have a save. Yeah, lifesaver. It's going to help us a lot. So those automatic death talents are going to be a lot less scary. Speaking of, yeah, deadly accident. Though we don't have anything too interesting either way. And they don't want to close, of course. But that is fine. We'll keep going on our little tour of this quadrant. And we can make a little bit of money. It's not awesome, but it's okay. I don't really want to fuel up here, though. And there's nothing to buy. It's a luxury population zone. And reputation bonus is good. So we'll keep going with this. Strike a blow in a conflict. Problem with that, building the rep is great, but that always means we lose rep with a different clan, which is unfortunate, or faction rather. These aren't too bad. Yeah, see, that's a lot better. And now we have plenty of reputation with Steel Song, which is fantastic, as they are the people I am the most scared of. Let's go home, I think. I think it is time to go home. And somebody has low morale. Let's play it safe. And we'll just do that. We need to buy fuel somewhere. We'll go to this refinery and do that. Yeah, this is safety first, the game. Oh, good. So now we have a job level for our engineer, who's now an explorer. Remove a risk card. Now we can sort of take our take those particular missions, the exploring missions. And where do we want to go with our quartermaster / pirate? At level 5, the pirate has a lot of things. Blockade, increased rewards. It's not great. We already have the good card game talent from the pirate. So quartermaster at level 8, which is our other option here. Countering a Xeno ship, we can prevent morale loss. Conscripting an enemy, that's not really anything I want to do. Buff ship with 40% protection. Okay, we got a life save at level 11. As far as the pirates go, all right, so I'm going to keep going with pirate levels, I think. There are some interesting talents for them that I might want to try out. We have a talent for our pilot here, level 5. We already have 2 Twitch surges. We need is better things to, like, run away from stuff, but we don't. We have sharp steering, I guess. We'll take sharp steering. And I think that's it as far as level ups go. And we can buy stuff from here if we want. Get some carbonite crystals, and we'll be on our way. But yeah, I might want to go have a chat with our new Steel Song contact and just keep building up stuff with them. So we need to drop this off at farming high tech zones, industrial zones. I see, that's fine by me. Weapons dealer. We can purchase level 4 weaponry. Okay, that's interesting. So we have, yeah, some snubbers, a long blade. That's kind of cool, but it's unavailable. Is that because we don't have enough influence with them? Or I think that's just the best we can do. So level 4 is that weird in-between place where I'd really like to have level 5. We can wait until we build some more rep with him. I'm not sure what's the easiest way to do that, however, because he doesn't do missions. We can sell him intel, that's what. So we need to do some spying if we want to build his rep up, which is not something we are terrifically capable of doing yet. Let's go turn this quest in. But yeah, we could spec somebody into spying if we want. The nice thing about the spying game is that the level 1 spy talent level has a remove a card thing. So partying over spice beer. What's our morale like? Our morale is high, so we don't really need to do that. Let's do a diplomatic delivery for the extra little bit of a rep positive. Not that we really need it with our home faction, but might as well. All right, let's fuel up. We could go ahead and do their mission, or his mission if we really wanted to. Let's buy another trade permit. We have a decent amount of money. What I should have checked first is the weapons locker. Kind of just want to see how much it's going to cost us. 182,000. Okay. This is probably our next purchase that we need to make, because we don't want to be caught in a fight without level 5. I mean, we could do this super fast if we wanted to. I'm going to skip through all of this, however. So arbiter neutrality. We need to go to a couple of places, meet with some bigwigs, and work on that. We could also think about hiring different troops as well, fighters. But again, crew fighting is not something I'm very good at or knowledgeable about. Let's go ahead and buy some cargo, and then we'll get moving. Nothing especially interesting. We have some expensive stuff we can get. Terraforming components was the other one here. No, that was it. Just terraforming components. Farming and luxury population zones of legality 8 versus 7. Okay. capital ship components. We don't quite have the money for that. Let me see. Farming luxury pop zones. What do we have? We don't know their level of trade law. Their trade law is 7. Ooh, and they buy terraforming components at an A+. So that's great. So that's going to be our next trade. And can't fill our cargo with it, but that's perfectly okay. I'm going to check out the zone because we haven't seen them yet. And I'm not going to land here. Got a B. It's not as good as the one we were looking at. Farming, yeah, that one. We're gonna go there. Costs a little bit more in fuel, but I think that's fine. Friendly zealot, we can just acknowledge and move on. So I put up a poll about what kind of guides you might want. And like what happens with all of my polls, I get equal answers on every option. I already have been kind of doing more and more. Oh, that's a lot of money. I've been more and more research on ships because that's another part of the game I'm not especially knowledgeable about. So it's for my benefit as much as it is as making a guide. They wouldn't have any more rep here. Let's go ahead and take a look. I think I'm just going to jump and wait for better fuel before we make a purchase here. House the Loon. We can just submit to inspection. Lost some morale, but that's okay. We have money for that. Alright, so we don't have any great options for fuel other than going back to this refinery, which we'll certainly do. Okay. And we have a gunner to level up here. Let's see, we already have 3 patrolling cards. Probably want 1 more at this point. Otherwise, we'll purchase some Cabrinite. Check our patrolling here. Nothing super interesting. I think I'll just move on. Huffington Heights seems like a posh place. Nothing awesome in that card game. We're going to fuel up. I'm going to mark that down since it's A-. They do not want refined Ursulite. And then, yeah, I think I'm just going to skip through this. That's the other thing I could work on, is just the guide to Brockstrom stuff. I actually have a save where I've been working on it a little bit. But here, Light Escort seems to be the best choice for us. Paid a little bit of money. Lost 10 rep, so I'm glad that we worked on that a little bit. All right, we're going to go back here. Industrial, high-tech industrial. This is mining. Okay. If we landed in that mining zone, we have. They don't want what we are selling though, but good to have these places scouted out at least. All right, so we do have 2 different options. We can try to do the spying game and get a mission success card here. We actually have 2 things. We have re-rolling, which isn't fantastic, but the risk is pretty low here, so let's go ahead and try it. If we fail this, the percentage, well, I shouldn't be talking, but if we fail this, the success percentage would go up every single time. But we get another line of dialogue, we get some more rewards, And then we have to go back and piss off our main contact. And we lost another 5 rep with Steel Song, but we are in the clear, which is great. And we'll buy some fuel. Weapons locker. I don't care too much to repair it quite yet. You have to pay some people. And our captain, we're just going to keep going up with military officer. And let's head back. Let's head back after hitting the patrol button. Raiding pirates. Powerful, unexpected ship. Let's just move on. Maybe I do need to take more fights. Not sure what's the most... not them, of course. I'm not sure what's the most interesting watch in this game, but let's just move on. All right, and then does anybody want what we're selling? This orbital zone can buy it at C+. C+. So we'll just go here, I think. Yeah. Just a brief little drop off here, or sidestep. We have some morale to worry about. Let's just immediately go someplace with spice. Yeah, we got a little bit of morale issues. Some failed intimidate tests look like. Getting a little violent here. We didn't lose anybody. That's great. And now everybody's happy. Let's go ahead and repair. We are going back to high-tech industrial again, I think. Yeah. Do you have anything they might want? Don't sell anything too interesting. And it's probably going to be just edible plants. Oh, they buy vodka. So why not? And I probably have to fuel up here, unfortunately. Let's see, are we close to anybody with better fuel? 9 AU, so we can get there in time. That's really how that bigger fuel tank can really pay off. I'm sure we saved a bunch of money by doing that. Industrial, high-tech industrial. They want refined cambrianite. They do. Refined spice. Refined spice is probably the best thing we can buy. We'll fill out our cargo with this, with nothing. We have vodka. Oh, right. All right. Steel Song Pirates. We can retreat, fortunately. Let's sell our stuff, turn this in. And there's a trade war. Yeah, this is totally not worth the trade penalty. So we'll have to figure out something to do with that vodka later. Probably getting rid of it, to be honest. Yeah, and yeah, everybody's going to be annoying. Arbiter's going to go off into her own quest line. And yeah, we are all done. Till we meet again. Decent amount of money. And he's going to be really annoyed. Political crusade. 10 jumps for 131. Yeah, this negotiating isn't really what we're good at. If we were a merchant or otherwise, we would be better at that kind of a mission, but that is definitely not us. We will buy a military promotion off of him, I think. Click through some things. We have other quest lines we can go down. I'm not going to worry about it too much, of course. We have the rep to get a death warrant here. Yeah, I'm just going to buy those so we can... yeah. Get access to better missions and better payoffs. Taking a look at some level ups, and then I think we are ready to call this an episode. So we got the upgrade we needed, and then we just kind of kept doing missions, and we've been working on building rep with other factions, which is very important. What is this guy's level? Talent 8. What do we have at level 8 here? We have accepting a mission that requires more than 4 jumps, 3% per jump, or introductions to new contacts. Those are excellent talents that you'll want to take sooner than later. And we're going to keep going on with our pirates, and probably just take... actually, we have no intimidate tests, and we kind of got dinged for that, so that's an easy one to take as well. So anyway, I'm Big Stupid Grin. Hope you had a good time here, and until next time, have a good one.